Whether it is perception or reality, it really does seem like it's becoming more and more difficult to have a civilized discussion with someone who has a different set of beliefs, or maybe who looks different than we do. But our next guest says we are wired for connection. So what's the deal? Let's ask the expert. Thank God she's here. Justine Froelker of JBF Therapy and Coaching is a licensed professional counselor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So here's the, I'm good, but I'm so
Good.
confused because you say we're wired for connection, and yet our brains, you tell me, are wired to keep things simple, to go through a checklist, and that makes us pretty judgy.
Yeah. I mean, like, think about it. Our brains are like black or white, you know, hot or cold, and we like. It's for simplicity and for survival, and yet that keeps us super disconnected from other people, right? And we stay in judgment, so when we're in judgment, we really are disconnected. However, I don't care if you're the most introverted person ever in the entire world, you are still wired for connection. We were never meant to do this alone, ever.
So your brain leads you down this road to being disconnected, and then you find yourself craving connectivity.
Absolutely. Because,
well, that makes perfect sense.
I mean, like, think about it. So many of us are walking around feeling so alone and disconnected, even when we're surrounded by all of these people. And it's really a lie that loneliness tells us. And our judgments tell us that too. And so we have to be brave enough to show up as ourselves, to practice empathy with other people. That's the key word there. And to like actually show up and have difficult conversations with everybody.
Empathy meaning put yourselves in their shoes.
Right.
Think about the conversation, the discussion, the argument, it may be, but hopefully a civilized argument, from their point of view.
Exactly. To feel with you, not for you. Because feeling for you is sympathy. Empathy is I feel with you, which means I identify with the emotions you must be feeling. And when we think about it, what are the big emotions that humans feel? Anger, sadness, happiness. We've all felt those, no matter what we've been through. So we're all, well, minus like the occasional sociopath, which there's not many of them, thank God, but we're all able to have empathy for people. We just need to practice it because it takes vulnerability and courage to practice it.
Because as you say, our struggles, while we may be different creeds, we may be different colors, our struggles really kind of boil down to the same set of issues.
I mean, think about it. Like, no matter how different you look from someone else or how differently you believe, to sit across from someone and just like ask about their lives, most likely you have more in common than not. We all have parents we're worried about, kids we're worried about, jobs that are stressing us out, bills that have to be paid. When we connect on the same stuff, we truly connect and realize we're not alone.
And one final word on judgment, because I think this is interesting. You say that when we judge, really it says more about us and is more telling of us than it is of the other person.
It's about our stuff. My response to you is more about me than it is about you.
Yeah.
And that's a hard pill to swallow. And what we also know is judgment really brings you down. One of the experiments I've been doing is, I heard this on a talk, and she was like, keep an index card with you, and every time you judge, put a tally mark. And I was like, well, I don't need a card. I already know.
I need a poster board.
Right. It's like, but even just that awareness of judgment keeps you in such a better place to actually connect with people.
Interesting. I'm connecting with the hole in her jeans right now.
We already talked about
I
it.
had to draw attention to it because she's embarrassed, and that's what we do. I'm connecting with you. We have similar struggles. Thank you, Justine, very much. We'll post a link to Justine's blog and a website on KMOV.com/greatday. Laura, I shouldn't have done that. She's been traveling a lot.
I'm not judging.
It's laundry day.
I'm not judging on that.
I think
That's
it's
trendy.
I know, but I don't
She
get
pulls
it.
it off.
Well,
She pulls it off.
you look super cute. And her booties, super cute.
Those are nice, too.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much.